Anyway, it's the ice cream episode.
We've had a sandwich episode. We have the ice cream episode now.
That's all the foods, I think.
Yeah, that's all we need. Sandwiches, ice creams, booze. Deuces. Ooh, we should do a booze podcast one day.
What would that even be like?
I don't know. Just
sharing our favorite boozes?
Yeah, just drinking and
I don't want to do
trash.
industry news for the booze. I think that'd be boring.
Yeah, it'd be a one-off.
I think there's a lot less going on
because we die
in that
at the end of the
industry.
podcast because we drank ourselves.
I mean, so there's an upside. No matter what, is what
Yeah, there's a win-win here.
And I'm counting the co-hosts. 1, 2. That's the win-win. Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 189 of Ignore the Backlog podcast. My name is the real Portz, and Evil Space Bunny is drinking a sip of wine right now. Can we get it out before she is ready? No, she's here.
I'm here.
Damn.
I'm here.
I added way more words. I could have just stopped it and then got you
kept
mid-drink,
going.
but I didn't. I kept going.
You just kept going.
I was joking like I was going to interrupt you, but
Mm-hmm.
I really gave you the time.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So what are you going to do for me this episode?
I'm going to tell you.
Not give me shit about Dota? That'd be good.
Okay, I will. I pinky swear. Pinky
All right,
swear.
Thank you.
Pinky
It's
swear.
binding, legally.
Legally binding. I promise to give you no shit for Dota. So how is
Legally
Dota?
binding pinky swear sounds like an amazing band name.
Oh, that would be something like Andy from Parks and Rec.
Mm-hmm.
Legally binding pinky swears. So how was Dota?
So the boys, the old boy, the BBA crew, and I got together
shit.
and played some 3v3 ability draft.
Uh-huh.
Which I think, did I drag you into a game of ability draft?
I think so, yeah.
Where you
it
have
was
to
a
like
shit
draft
show.
each ability and you didn't
Yeah.
know what any of them
I
were.
was like, I don't know what any of this is, but sure. It was a nightmare.
It was very stressful and super fun.
Yeah.
Everyone kind of had their own turn in the sun with a good build, and it was great. We played like 8 or 9 rounds. It was very fun.
10 out of 10?
So I think we're gonna do it more, like every couple weeks, maybe, or maybe once a month.
No.
But it's, I mean, that's fun. There's no
Okay,
downside to
you're
that,
right.
really. It's
You're
not. You don't expose yourself to
Yeah.
the toxic community,
Yeah.
other than me. So.
Yeah, you're the only toxicity that your group
I mean,
needs.
in that group of people, I'm the most toxic for sure, dude.
Yeah, you fucking are. I've seen you play. I've seen you fucking play. So who's
Yeah.
it with? Is it Gabe and Moisty? Who do you got in your crew?
No. It's a Pew. It's
Oh, okay,
GT.
Pew.
It's Lucy.
Mhm.
Who else is there?
Fucking Lucy.
Chad.
That bitch.
Myself, and then I'm definitely missing somebody, and that's embarrassing. Who did I
Gabe?
not say? No.
Hmm.
Gabe's part of the bridge burnt catastrophe thing. Remember, I started the team with him, and then I had to kick him, and it was a whole fiasco. Still love that man.
Mhm. That's
But,
right.
you know. Oh, Ninja. Ninja.
Oh,
came.
Ninja. Oh, okay.
Yeah, my Dota sensei,
Your Dota sense.
which was very scary. Everyone was very nervous he was just going to crush, but he lost just as much as everybody else, and it's because he's never played the mode before.
Yeah, that's fair.
Can you believe that? He's played the game for like 10 years.
I mean, it's a newish mode, right? How new is it?
It's been there for 10 years, for sure. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, then
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
No, it wasn't there during the beta, but you know.
It was. In 2013, it was there.
Really?
Yes.
I guess I never played it either then.
The beta went on way too long,
Yeah, it
by
did.
the way.
Yeah, it did.
They
It was
didn't
my
fully launch
entirety.
it
Yeah.
until like Dota Reborn was like 2015 or something.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, I had
So, the folder still says Dota 2 beta in the Steam path.
Oh my god, no.
Yeah.
I mean, they probably can't hard change that. That's probably really hard to
They
change.
can and they won't because it's a meme and they love memes.
Honestly, that's fair too.
They're holding back the number 3 on all of their franchises because of how much they like memes.
Dave just doesn't want to do number 3.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to do a 3. He's too obsessed with 2s, taking
They
2s.
should just release a 4, I think.
Oh my god. What if they did Team Fortress 4 and everybody's just like, what the fuck? They would have a meltdown.
That would be awesome.
Everyone would have a meltdown. Absolute meltdown. Okay.
People would love that. They'd eat it up.
That's true. It's absolutely true.
They're like, oh, they got around it. Whoa.
Whoa.
They didn't meant to release a 3.
Oh my god, they did it! They broke the curse! Anyway. What are you playing?
So the other stuff I played, really more of the same. Diablo 4. I'm so goddamn slow at playing that game.
Yeah.
I just unlocked my horse.
You got your mount? Is it amazing?
I got my mount. It is. I wish I had unlocked it earlier because the game is very big.
Yeah.
And now I have a lot of teleports, so it's like some of the utility is, not there. I mean, it's there for sure, but
Yeah.
I could have used it earlier for sure.
Oh yeah, it makes it easier just to putter around and
It's
get
a
around.
it's a huge game. I don't know if you've seen much of that, but it is.
Oh no, I've watched a couple
gigantic.
people play it and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I watch Azzy every once in a while, Asmongold. So
Azzy?
Azzy,
You
Asmongold.
give these streamers
I do give
nicknames
them really
I have
weird names.
never heard of.
I don't know. What do you want from me?
Azzy Momo? That's what I call him. Also Goldie Baldylocks.
Goldie Baldylocks. Baldylocks is the best name ever. Billy, make that your next fucking warrior kit name or something. Your World of Warcraft character, Baldylocks. Your warlock. Okay, anyway, I'm so
I think
sorry.
we just found the title, you guys.
Oh, Baldylocks.
Okay. So the only new thing I played this week was a little game.
Little
And I say little, but lots of people can play it. Called BattleBit Remastered.
Oh, you got BattleBit?
I did.
How
I
are
got
you liking
BattleBit
it?
by the bug, and it's pretty good. It's Battlefront.
Yeah.
Or Battlefield. It's Battlefield basically. But blocky and low poly and stuff. The benefit to that is there's like no lag. Anyone's computer can run it, and you can have 127 people versus like 127 people. It's fucking great.
Yeah.
So there's just like you'll never find yourself bored in one of those matches. I mean, you can play lower. I haven't played anything except a 127 v 127.
Yeah.
And that's just been fun. You switch back and forth between sniping and rushing the front lines. They have some map problems, I think. Like, there's a lot of like annoying choke points where maybe they need to limit the amount of snipers or something because it just makes it so you can only go one way on a lot of the maps, and it's I don't find that very interesting. Although there's a lot of for some reason in this game people ignore the vehicles a lot.
Weird.
Meaning they don't get in them.
Yeah.
And maybe it's because they're too easy to blow up. I haven't played enough to know what the sort of meta is around that, but I just know that when I spawn in, there's a fleet of vehicles being ignored often, which is really weird. Maybe it's because people are spawning on their friends out in the field and just no one spawns back at the base. I don't know.
That is weird. Is there a way to spawn in vehicles up further, or because that's
I think you have
thing.
to drive them. Yeah.
Ooh.
So maybe that's their problem.
Yeah, that might be a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zach has been playing that, my roommate, and he said that me and my other roommate Phil should pick it up and try to
I think it
play
would be
soon.
an amazing Drunk Friday stream. Just
Oh fuck, dude!
it is $20.
Yeah, it is $20.
Yeah. You said you would what?
I said I would never play FPS on stream again because I get real fucking sweaty and toxic. That's my shit right there. Like, I'm over here, like, we were playing Battlefield, and I was just, like, fucking gunning for top medic. It's like, I've always been good at support. That's what I do in FPS games and stuff like that. I get kills, and I can do pretty decent and stuff when I want to. But, like, I like being the fucking medic bitch, and I like being, like, the little engineer in the tank, saving the tank. Like, the other day we were playing, and I, like, repaired. We were in the fuck, I forgot which helicopter it is. We're in one of the helicopters, and I'm just healing, and I'm switching between healing and gunning and stuff like that, or I'm shooting directly out of the side, rockets and shit, shooting tanks and stuff like that. I ended up healing basically 10 times the health of that helicopter over that entire match. And
Holy shit!
Yeah, it was kind of impressive because it was like over 1,000 repair. It was insane, and it was just like so much fun.
And 100 is max HP.
I think so. I don't remember it. Like Zach calculated it. He's like, that.
Yeah.
Was a lot of repairing. What the fuck?
That's awesome.
And stuff.
Wow.
But yeah, it's a lot of fun for me. I love those games. So anyway, yeah, I said
I
I never
played,
would,
like,
but maybe
2 hours of it. I wish there was a way to like have a fun game night like that with games that aren't free to play.
Yeah.
Where you could just like rent it or something. I don't know. Like,
I don't know. It's hard.
Yeah, because getting like 10 people that copy is like, that's a lot.
Yeah.
You know? Not everyone wants to, you know, who knows if, I don't know.
I can ask.
They used to, back in my day, they would do demos.
In my day, there would be demos, and then we could play demos online.
I played the demo version of Medal of Honor Allied Assault for like 3 years before I owned the actual game. And it's because the demo had the 2 best maps, and you could play as much as you fucking wanted. When I bought the game, I was very disappointed. No one ever wanted to play the other maps.
Fair enough.
It was Stalingrad and Rocket V2 was the other one. Just in case there's any deep cut listeners. Medal of Honor Allied Assault.
Did not play Medal of Honor, sadly.
It was so good. Rampant cheating, though. Oh my god.
Oh, I can fucking
I got into that
imagine,
cheating
dude.
community, and it was hilarious because I would talk openly about having cheats, and people were like, "Yeah, everyone has what you're talking about, but they don't talk about it like that."
Shut the fuck up.
I'm like, why not? Everyone knows. Other cheaters know other people are cheating. Like, it's not a secret between them.
It's like the Tarky cheaters and stuff where they like waggle back and forth or whatever the fuck that they're doing and stuff.
I have not seen any Tarkov
Oh,
cheating.
you should see
that
the
would
videos.
piss me off. That is
You should
like
see the videos.
the last place I'd like to see a cheater is in Tarkov.
Yeah. There was like a deep dive like maybe 4 or 5 months ago about the cheating in Tarkov and how bad it was. You should definitely, if you want to go down a good rabbit hole, that's a good rabbit hole to jump down.
God, dude. That sucks.
Yeah.
I was talking to somebody about PvP and MMOs today, and the conclusion I came to is you just can't make PvP fun long term. No. I don't think it's fucking possible because every system you come up with, players will fucking ruin. Especially for casual players, because what you want is a bunch of casual people playing, but there's no incentive to do that if they just die over and over.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely an issue.
Yep. Anyway, that's me. That's it.
Okay.
That's what I played.
Fair enough.
What'd you get down to?
I did up to, down to.
What'd you get side to side to?
Side to side to. I played a couple indie horror games. I played a short game called Envelope, which is the beginning of a series of horror games. It was really short. It was kind of well done. I like the graphics because it's like super low poly and creepy. It got me a couple of times. The creme de la creme that I found on itch.io this week was this game called House of E. This game had no right to be this good. It was so fucking good. It's a story puzzle game, and it's like Resident Evil style puzzles where they're like, collect this, go here, go back there. And it was super spooky. The like aesthetics and everything looked really good. I just loved how much this game jumped around because it was so fucking creepy. And also the nice thing is they had save points in it, so I could go get both endings without having to replay through all of it, which made me really, really happy.
So wait, this is not a game about a house party?
No.
With a bunch of Molly?
No Molly.
Oh.
He is the name of the evil entity that is haunting this house and stuff, and you find like all these.
And her name is Molly. No,
her name is Molly. Yeah, her name is Molly. She gets you real fucked up. Yeah, it was just really well done. The story was good, and the puzzles were a lot of fun. I really, really fucking enjoyed this one. And apparently there is 3 different endings. I only got 2 of them. I gotta go figure out the other one later on. Other than that, from my itch.io games, I did play some Steam stuff here. I've been going back to going medieval, which is like the RimWorld, like medieval style kind of city builder game. I really,
awesome.
really like this game a lot. It's a lot of fun. People come try to push my shit, and then I just kick their ass now at this point. I'm pretty OP.
Hell yeah.
I'm hoping that there's more stuff to it later on. I think it's in early access. I don't really remember. Yeah, it's in early access. So I have to wait for more shit to come out. I've gotten as far as I could with research. But the other game that I played that might surprise you is a game that you recommended a long time ago. It was one of your favorite games I think you played last year. Can you guess? A game that was like you were obsessed with.
Okay, there's absolutely no way you played Marvel Midnight Sun.
No. It wasn't Marvel Midnight Sun. It was another one. I think it was last year or the year before that. But
I was like, that's turn-based. There's no fucking way.
It was one that you got me and you were obsessed with. That helps narrow it down.
I bought it for you?
Yeah. I think you did.
I only buy things when I'm drunk, so it puts me at a disadvantage. Dude, I don't know. It's got to be a boomer shooter, right?
No.
What? What is it?
It's The Forgotten City.
Oh, fuck. I forgot about that for you. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. We're doing a spoilers with a Z right now.
Yeah. So, yeah, I did the Forgotten City game.
Did you beat it?
Yes. Yeah, I couldn't do anything yesterday, so I sat down and I had my 12-hour jam session for once.
Yes, dude. Fuck yeah.
Although I don't think it took me that long. Let me look and see here. The Forgotten City.
Was it like 6 hours or something?
Yeah, it was a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be. I was kind of impressed.
I was actually thinking of putting this on the old... Oh, wait.
Secret. It says I only have 1.2 hours on record, which is a lie because obviously I couldn't have beaten it in that time. I have all the achievements. I got
yeah. It's because you were offline. Yeah.
I was offline. Stupid Steam. But yeah, okay. So I love this game, and spoilers, fair warning, that I'm gonna talk about this. So I have to ask.
But if you have not played Forgotten City, go play it. Stop this right now. Go play it because it's amazing.
It was really good.
Is it on Game Pass? It used to be.
I think it used to be.
May not be anymore.
Yeah.
But anyway, go ahead. Spoilers.
So I can see
Spoil that
why
Roman time loop gem.
Well, it's not just Roman. There's like a lot of other. There's Egyptian. There's Sumerian.
It's primarily Roman. Okay.
Well, it's because the Romans took over everybody else. Okay, they just.
Yeah, and they're still in charge, aren't they?
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, this game was great. I was kind of seeing why you like this game so much because it feels like a B tier game for you, and you love those.
How about shut the fuck up? All right, it's beautiful, and what the fuck is wrong with you?
It is great. I was kind of surprised how good this game ended up being because, like, when I first started playing
the presentation. So it was made by one guy. Well, two, I think. He had one more, maybe, but
yeah.
So he made this. Maybe you know this already, but somebody out there doesn't.
Probably
he made this initially as a Skyrim mod.
Yeah.
And it was like a self-contained, like, it was basically the same thing. He made some adjustments, but the combat still feels janky like Skyrim.
Yeah, it feels very janky.
And the conversations, like, you can see how it was a Bethesda modded thing. So it absolutely is B or even a C tier, like in the production value. But anyway, sorry, go ahead. I just have to defend it. I fucking love this game so much.
It's fair, that's fair. It's time loops. It is a time loop game. You are constantly reset and set in the same day like Groundhog's Day. I do have to ask though, what endings did you get? Did you get all of them?
No. I've only played through one time. I don't know what the other endings are.
Okay, so there's like the canon ending, which is the really good ending. And then there's other endings where only
Let me see if I have
many
this in
people,
my notes. I don't remember.
so many different people escape. But also, have you ever played Lost? Or not played, sorry, watched the TV show Lost?
No.
So, yeah, this game has Lost vibes. Because there's so many theories with the TV show Lost that on this island, they're actually not on this island, that they're actually dead, yada yada, just like in this game. They're all dead. They're in hell. They're in purgatory. And they're just constantly being tested by this entity with this golden rule. And so the canon is you go fight the god. And you prove to him how he's a piece of shit and he's wrong. And you make him abolish everything. And it's really, really fun how you get him to stop being a piece of shit.
I gotta stop smoking weed. I can't remember what the fuck ending I got.
So
let me see. What this would have been last year's game of the year.
I think so. 2021. So it could have been 2021 or 2022.
I don't have a folder for game of the year. They're just loose. This is ridiculous. My bookkeeping is not up to snuff.
Amateur hour. Amateur fucking hour over here. But yeah. Anyway. No. I loved it. It was good. I think what happened with me is there was so many quests at the very beginning, it kind of overwhelmed me and bombarded me, but they went through real quick once I, like, figured out what the fuck was going on. And with the time travel aspect to it and like the twist at the end with the dude, it was really, really good. Yeah. I highly suggest everybody go play it. Which ending did you get?
It was 2 years ago that I played
it was 2 years. Okay,
so that is why I don't remember it that well. That's fair. What I'm going with.
That's fair.
Okay, I didn't write what ending I got, so we're fucked. I would venture to say probably not the best one, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
That doesn't sound familiar, confronting a god.
Yeah, you confront the god who's basically in charge of everything.
I took the pussy, I'm just escaping myself kind of way out.
You're like, bye, created my time paradox. Fuck you, bitches. I mean, honestly, that's the fair route. I did go back and get through all of them because it was real quick once I had gotten to a point.
Yeah.
And stuff. So I just kind of went through them all. I accidentally got a different ending. I could have gotten the good ending right away, but I fuck up and I kind of triggered some events and I was like, oh, fuck. And then everything went to hell in a handbasket. So I had to do this other ending first.
Dude, I think that in 12 minutes are the most fun to like fuck up and redo.
Yeah.
Like just play around, like see what kind of works, what kind of like prompts a new thing. Oh, I love that shit so much.
Yeah, there's some good stuff. There was some fun stuff that you could do with it. I did find a golden statue that was super caked. He was like pushing it out there. He was like super dompy.
Yeah.
I'll have to share it with you later at some point because it was here you go.
If it's not in my private collection already.
There you go. That should show it. Maybe. I don't know. Steam says error. There's a potential that it may not work. Who knows? I hate it when Steam is like this. Oh, goddamn. He's caked!
Like, about to spread it, too.
Yeah, it's like his hands and everything. I saw it and I was like, yeah, that got caked.
They're like, we're about to get turned to gold. What should we do? Spread them!
Spread those cheeks, baby. Yeah, I loved the canon ending. It reminded me of Lost a lot.
Dude, that is so cool. I can't believe you played this fucking game.
Yeah, I played it. I beat it. It was kind of one of those, I'm stuck and trapped in my house and I don't have internet, so.
Well, you happen to have it installed.
I had it still installed.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. I was like scrolling through my games and I was like, let's go to the year 2020. And then I went as far back as I could.
Yeah.
And then I just started scrolling through whatever was installed and just seeing like, I don't want to, and just trying different things and stuff. But that's the one that stuck, so.
Yeah.
All right.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Are we ready
yeah.
for the news?
I am super ready. More ready than you can ever know or want.
Awesome. So there's lots of Microsoft stuff this week. Obviously with the FTC
Microsoft,
stuff.
yeah.
Uh,
Activision stuff.
Yeah.
Still not owning them.
Yeah, it's kind of an issue.
How long have we been talking about that now? Like 2 years?
Yeah.
3 almost?
So
probably?
there's a theory with that. So we'll get into that in a little bit here. But first quick mentions that I want to bring up. Chrono Trigger. Don't know if you've ever played that RPG. It's probably...
No, I want to very bad.
It's on Steam.
I know. I own it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's great. And rumor mill is pumping around that Nintendo is thinking of redoing it and remastering it and making a remake of the legendary Chrono Trigger. Yeah, I would be pretty psyched to see it on the Switch and see what happens with it. Like, I still play it every once in a while because it is one of my favorite RPGs. I don't like very many, like...
Yeah.
I still there's
it's
only
a turn-based
few that
game,
I can,
right?
Yes, it's turn-based.
JRPG.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's very few that I still would go back to. Like I would never probably play Final Fantasy 7, 8, maybe even 6 again. Just because I don't have the mental patience for it anymore.
Yeah.
Cuz I like the fast-pacedness now and it just makes me happier to do. But I would love to see what they do with it because it has such an interesting story. It's super fucking great. I also like Chrono Cross, which was the sequel to it on the PlayStation. And that's still one of the few weird games because I think the RPG element was so different with that game that I like it. Like that one, Legend of Dragoon, because the combat's way different and interactive and...
Do you like Secret of Mana?
Yeah, I did. Like
I was gonna say because that's not turn-based.
No.
But I wish it was. Dude, that combat is wonky.
It's very wonk. It's very jank. I think that's kind of why I like it. Also, I had my Steam profile for the longest time was 2 Cabots from Legend of Mana humping. They were bumping uglies. I had to switch it when I got the job. The internet job, because they see my Steam profile, they see my Discord profile, everything changed and everyone had that meltdown. Okay. The other thing I want to talk about is, I mean, I'm sure everyone's talking about it and everyone's over it, is the Ocean Gate shit show that happened. Obviously, we know. However, because of the submarine that crashed and exploded, trying to see the Titanic, it had a weird side effect in the gaming world.
What?
Iron lung.
Oh. Okay.
So, Iron lung has had 2 meme instances. Planet Full of Blood, or Ocean of Blood, which caused him to have like an increase of sales because somebody said it someday. Some crazy person on the internet said an ocean of blood, and then people started Googling it and they found Iron Lung, and then that had an increase in his sales. But because of the crash with the Titan submarine, Iron Lung, Dave Schmensky, I can never say his name right.
Yeah, you nailed it.
He posted a thing about his Iron Lung sales over the past few days and how much it had spiked because of this whole thing. He posted it saying, "This feels so wrong," as he's getting like hundreds of sales because of this whole incident. And like, I mean, I think most
doesn't feel wrong.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Were the people that died really people?
Do we have empathy for billionaires out there?
$250,000 a ticket, really?
Yeah, and then, of course, because he posted this thing saying he felt wrong and stuff like that, and they increased his spike sales and stuff like that, a bunch of random outlets started picking up on the thing, talking about how he was
creating more sales.
Yeah,
probably.
creating more sales because he was uncomfortable with the spike of sales for Iron Lung. and stuff, and then people were just sending the Zombieland gif where it's Woody Harrelson crying into the money.
That's incredible. Oh, what an underrated gif.
I know, what an underrated gift, but also I love the millennial mentality. It's like, yes, I too want to be trapped in a tiny submarine that is going to hell in a handbasket, literally, because that's what that game is. It is nightmare fuel. It is horrifying. Fuck that game. But also, it's great. Anyway.
So what? Do you know why we call it Ocean Gate?
It's because
Do you know what the gate in these news stories is?
Well, okay, to be fair, I thought it was like Ocean Gate because of like Flakegate and like Watergate, yada yada yada, you know, to go back to the original thing where people are like, that's actually the name of the company. It is called Ocean Gate.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
So that's way more confusing.
I know!
Because I was going to say, this doesn't seem like those other ones, but we're still calling it that. Okay. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, the name of the company was called Ocean Gate. Yeah, it was a huge shit show. I thought so too, and I'm like, God, why does everybody have to make it about a gainer? And so fucking stupid.
It's so cringe, but okay, if that's... First of all,
cringe.
Dumb name. I mean, you were asking for it with a name like that. Are you serious? Holy shit.
You know,
I'm going to come out with, you know, how podcasts, there's a new brand of fucking sparkling water that is, you know, is the current sponsor of every fucking podcast on the internet. It's Liquid Death right now, but it'll be some other brand 1 year from now. I say we start the company. It'll be called Watergate.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
And then we can leak something about how bad the people who own the company are. It's gonna be us.
That would be us. That would be great.
Generate more controversy and
that'd be great. Billy's bringing up Iron Wolf, which is another submarine VR game, which is like nightmare.
Wolf Cola.
Exactly. Yes, Wolf Cola. Exactly. Yeah, I thought I would bring those two things up because I thought they were funny as fuck, and I'm morbid monster. Let's get into Xbox shit show this week. It's not really the biggest shit show, but it is funny to
Redfall 2
watch.
has been released.
No.
And it's actually good. More at 11.
More at 11. Elder Scrolls 6 is likely to be about 5 to 6 years away, according to Xbox chief and commander.
What's 6 years away?
Elder Scrolls 6. 5 to 6 years. It's nowhere near ready.
Of course.
Yeah, I know. Todd Howard.
We're working on fucking Starfield.
I know. It's so funny because everybody's all like having a meltdown over this because it was something that was brought up in the FTC hearing and stuff like that. So everybody's like, 5 years? Why are they telling us about it? It's like, because that's what Bethesda does.
They were forced to.
Yeah. They were also forced to.
By their insane fans and the FTC.
And the FTC and Sony. Sony kind of also put them on blast and stuff. Also, because of this whole FTC thing and the trial, which I'll go into more detail in a bit, but another thing that was brought up was some of the stuff in Starfield that's coming out. And apparently it's bringing back, I don't know. It's probably my most hated feature of Fallout 4. And I don't know if you can remember anything about Fallout 4 playing it. What comes to mind when you think of Fallout 4?
My rampant empty alcohol bottle storage. I role-played a character that would have to be drunk all the time, so... But I wanted like some, you know how some morons collect like fucking Crown Royale bottles and shit.
Oh my god, my dad.
I still want to hang out. I still want to hang out in Portland.
It's so bad. It's so bad, dude. I was like, he's like, yeah, I got me some Crown Royale, and I was like,
I have nothing against Crown Royale,
you could
but
do better.
People that collect useless alcohol bottles that aren't worth anything, it just doesn't make any sense to me. I knew somebody with Jack Daniel's bottles, like 20 of them on top of their fucking cabinets, and they're like, yeah, look at It's like
No.
why have the shrine to that? Anyway, I was role playing one of those people, and I would just shove all the empty alcohol containers in this cabinet, and there was like hundreds. It was great. That's the first thing I think of. The other thing I think of is the settlement system was fucking so much stupider than I wanted it to be. And that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yes.
So it's settlement system. Is that what we're going off about?
Yeah. So apparently, Starfield players will also be able to build, defend outposts on distant planets and similar to the settlement system. So another settlement needs your help.
Fucking Preston asshole Garvey isn't bothering me every 2 seconds.
Like, shut the fuck up, Preston. I don't give a shit right now.
Another settlement needs your help.
Another settlement needs your help.
My favorite thing about that is that on the comments section of Pornhub, that when that game came out, there were I just saw memes about this. Obviously, I have no personal experience, but
sure.
Every fucking video would have a guy named Preston Garvey with the picture and everything go, another settlement needs your help.
No, another settlement needs your help, citizen. Can you fucking imagine? God damn. Okay, so here's some of the notes. This is a very, very short brief down. There's a guy who I watched on YouTube, and then there's a bunch of Twitter links. There's a shit ton of stuff, but the good guy that I really liked, his name was Destine. He did neat little packages of the breakdown of each day over the past couple of days of what's happening in the trial. If you want a more detailed breakdown of everything, I suggest you go check out his videos. So here's some of the major key points with this thing. Jim Ryan lied about the Call of Duty exclusivityness. Like, we already kind of knew this because I talked about this a while ago. That there was an email circulating around that he didn't give a shit about Call of Duty, and he just basically wanted to block the merger, which was originally brought up in the UK case. Right. So it's brought up again with the FTC, saying how they don't give a shit about Call of Duty after all. Why are they throwing so much of a shit fit? Especially since Sony, let me remind you, Sony is not an American company. FTC is regulating what happens with American businesses. Well, for some reason, they have
Sony America, right?
Right, but Sony PlayStation, there is an American branch, but the main location is
but they're still subject to things. Here,
yes,
right?
they are still subject to both things, but they still have to go through the main hub, like at Japan.
Yeah,
right.
Sure, yeah.
And Microsoft and
Jim Ryan is the U.S.
Yes, he's the U.S.
CEO.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. And so him stating that there was going to be an issue with all this stuff, and it's just, that there was also another thing of him circulating around recently that this isn't going to be an issue if they lose Call of Duty, and PlayStation's just going to be fine without it. Like, it's just going to keep on going around and yada, yada, yada. And there was another thing that was brought up in this. I don't know if you knew about the Indiana Jones games that are coming out, because Xbox wanted to compete with more of Disney games and stuff like that, things that are owned by Disney, so they decided to buy the rights to Indiana Jones. And it was originally, I don't know, it's really fucking weird. They were trying to compete with Spider-Man.
Indiana Jones is owned by Disney.
I don't know. It's so fucking weird. And so it was originally going to be on all platforms, but now it's only going to be an Xbox exclusive. Same with Starfield, so they can focus on making it the best possible game for that platform. Meanwhile, PlayStation got
sorry. Repeat that again.
The reason why they're going to keep Indiana Jones and Starfield, and this is Xbox saying this is Phil Spencer saying, so they can focus on making the best possible game for that platform. Yeah, I mean,
that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Beep, 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 beep. Bullshit meters going off.
Right.
Phil. All right. We like you around here, but shut the fuck up.
I mean, I think it would take longer, especially one of the things that they do bring up later on is that Starfield would be delayed again if it was to go on to the PlayStation 5 as well.
Well, of course it would.
Yeah.
Or else.
I mean,
it's a power
Sony,
move.
Yeah, Sony got Deathloop, which was an exclusive deal, which was done before
Sucks for them, dude.
Microsoft bought
Game
Cinemax.
Awards win for what, dude?
Yeah, it did not do as
Game
well.
can't even get time loops right.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I said, Starfield, if it was going to support PlayStation 5, it would again be delayed. Yeah. Terry brings up the point, so we can assume Indiana Jones is going to compete with Tomb Raider, Harrison Ford in short shorts. Honestly, I'd be down with Harrison Ford in short shorts, but that's just
Except
me.
this is the problem. Harrison Ford said next month, or is it actually is it this month? Anyway, the Indiana Jones movie is coming out. The last one.
The last one.
It's the last time he's portraying this character, so
Yeah.
he got all worked up. So we know he's not in this game.
Yeah.
Are we interested in a non-Harrison Ford Indiana Jones?
I mean, as long as he looks like Harrison Ford and sounds kind of remotely like young Harrison
There's no
Ford.
fucking way he's gonna,
You don't
right?
think
I mean,
so?
they're gonna have to move on eventually. Who can sound like Harrison Ford? Even Harrison Ford can't really sound like Indiana Jones anymore, dude.
Exactly.
I mean, maybe they can do some AI voice shenanigans or something. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know. They figured it out with Mark Hamill and very limited mouth movement in Mandalorian.
Mandalorian? Yeah, that's fair. Terry says it's time for Shiloh the beef. Give us the beef. Get off my plane. Oh, no.
Get off my plane. I can do it.
Okay, but also to continue on with the FTC and everything in these breakdowns, the Xbox has lined up that it's supposed to settle this in the next 3 years, this deal with Activision, right?
Yeah.
I know we laugh at 3 years, and if it's not done in 3 years, they will take the $3 billion hit instead of having, $69 billion floating in the air, just like, kind of floating and not doing anything, and then everyone walks away. But if this falls through because of this FTC lawsuit and it's held up in courts for the next year and a half or whatever time is left, because they started this deal fucking almost 2 years ago. If it falls through because of the FTC, Microsoft can then sue the FTC for that $3 billion.
Damages, baby.
Damages, baby. Give fuck, dude. And yeah, it can definitely fuck them over for
If
sure.
that happens, my tax dollars are very annoyed.
Right? I think a lot of people's going to be mad. But there was also a couple other things that was brought up in this, like why Minecraft is still behind on the PlayStation. So if you play the PlayStation 5, you're only actually playing the PlayStation 4 version of Minecraft. It is very behind. It is outdated. You can't play on Bedrock servers. You can't play on a lot of servers and stuff like that. You can only play single player. It was revealed that Microsoft requested dev kits multiple times. And Sony just kind of was like, no. Just try to play the hard ball. The second day of this whole thing ended up being a huge waste of time. I read through a lot of it and I watched a lot of it. It was mostly the FTC drilling Xbox staff members that were called to the stand and Phil Spencer about Call of Duty coming to the PlayStation or not. They were so adamant about Call of Duty, and they're like, is it going to come to the PlayStation 5? Yeah. And Phil Spencer's like, yeah, we signed a 10-year deal, yada, yada, yada. And they're like, cool. And Phil said it like multiple different ways. He's like, we're going to support future PlayStations or whatever console Sony has in store for it. We're going to continue to support making this game for these consoles and for Sony. And like, they just kept being like, are you sure it's going to be like on the next thing for Sony? And Phil Spencer was like getting annoyed to the point where the judge even stepped in and said, okay, let's basically fucking move on from this. He already said it like multiple times on the stand. And if he lies, it's purgatory. Like he gets in mega trouble. And like Sony has grounds to sue if he backs down on that deal at this point. and they already have a deal. They signed a 10-year fucking deal, and they're still
What
just like trying.
They should do for trials like this or proceedings or whatever the fuck you call it is have a celebrity represent each company. So it's like the Depp versus Heard trial. So it's like fun to watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little weird and stuff. But one of the things was some of the Steam people were brought in and talking about it because Xbox also went to them trying to get, Xbox games, making a deal with them. And Gabe Newell was like, nah, it's okay. We trust that you'll continue to use our platform no matter what because we know
we're the best.
We're the best. We know what our power is. We know we're the best. We're the best company around and stuff like that. But yeah, it's.
I mean, there's almost no competition for
no
launch days for Microsoft anymore because they have the day one Game Pass shit.
Right.
Like, yeah, you can get on Steam and we won't get as much money, but if you pay there, you actually pay for the game, and we still have 220 million Game Pass subscribers or whatever. It's like,
yeah,
they have a silver fucking bullet or
they have like the fucking,
whatever the fuck. It's insane.
They have the goose that laid the golden egg.
I think they need to put out good games though. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but once they do, they will be number one finally.
Right. Yeah. So
not since the Xbox 360, slightly before the Wii, have they been on top.
Yeah. I mean, they've admitted that they've lost the console wars. They've admitted it in the multiple places and like multiple areas that they're like, yeah, we lost, so we moved on to other things like their Game Pass. Obviously, their Game Pass is doing great. Yes. Them being a publisher for game developers, obviously doing okay. We had
obviously, hopefully, it's gonna do something at some point.
Right. I would like them to see some more they need to get involved with some of the companies. Like, I think them taking a hands-off approach entirely kind of fucked them over in the end.
That is the tale that Phil Spencer weaves, which is fine. I like Phil Spencer, but I don't know. Like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure because it's not obvious to me that Microsoft having their fingers all over it. I mean, Halo Infinite didn't do shit either. I mean, not like, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, one of these will land.
Hopefully,
I hope it's fucking Starfield.
Dude, I'm eating that Starfield fucking copium. It better be fucking good, dude.
I am too. I'm ready for all the bugs. I don't care about bugs. I just care about it being a fun game to play.
Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. Same with like Elder Scrolls 6 when that comes out in 5 or 6 years or whoever the fuck knows. We'll be well into I'll be in my 40s.
I'll be your age.
It's so horrible being old and wanting to play video games. I filled out a survey for something recently that I'm applying for, and they're like, why do you think you'd be good with video games, or what does video games mean to you? And I was talking about, I was like, I've been playing video games for over 35, almost 35 years, and I was just like, oh, I've been playing video games more than some people have been alive. And it's
more than I've been alive.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, I started when I was like 4, so it's just like crazy. Oh. You cringe when you have to scroll twice to get to your birth year? Yeah, I cry. I die a little on the inside when I have to like Then I get down to the 80s, and I'm like, I'm an 80s baby, and I'm fucking on.
Wow.
Anyway, yeah. FTC, that's still going on, obviously. We'll see where that continues. It's gonna be real
Are there,
weird.
like, limits to this shit? You said they have to figure it out in 3 years?
Yeah, well, okay, so Microsoft put a thing into the contract.
Okay, so Microsoft did that. Okay. So there's no legal requirement. We could waste the FTC's time for the end of time.
Yeah, and I think that's what Jim Ryan wants to do, is tie up this case in the FTC courts until that 3-year date rolls around and Microsoft
I don't even care
like
if it happens either way, to be honest with you. I really don't care.
I mean, I don't
Activision
really care
could go
anymore.
away and never come back. I really don't fucking give a shit.
Would you be sad there's be no more Diablos?
I don't care.
Oh, okay.
Nope. There's so many fucking games to play. Are you kidding me?
Watching Asmongold defend Diablo 4 has
Also, they're
been
all
the
going to be
funniest
online
thing.
only forever. Like, it's
That's
starting
true.
to get a little annoying. Like, when is Diablo 3 going to be sunset? That's the ultimate test for that kind of shit. Like, because I would like to go back and play that whenever I want. And currently, that's not going to be available forever.
No. I mean, everything has a sunset.
Hopefully, they just turn it. Well, yeah, but it shouldn't. Like, it's a single player fucking game. Like, I would like for them to offline it. Like, be like, yeah, you can just download it and just play whatever. Who gives a shit? I hope that fucking happens if they do the right goddamn thing.
I mean, they did that eventually with Diablo 2. I think you could play that offline, right?
Yeah, but you always could.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. You always could. You can't do Diablo 3 offline.
These are built from the like Diablo 4. Almost certainly there will never be like a permanent solution to playing that game.
Yeah, no.
Because it's like an MMO. It's all tied into what it is.
Yeah.
And I did not used to be this guy, but I'm thinking about getting older, like some other people on this podcast, and I would like to show my grandkids I don't have these Diablo games.
Your grandcats?
My grandcats.
The crow.
Well, they're fixed, so they're not gonna.
Oh.
But you know, next generation of cat we pull from some random shelter.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll just adopt cats for them. You'll just adopt their babies, and then their babies' babies. What about the crow? You guys could have kept the crow.
We could have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to have any idea what we're talking about, but you could have kept the crow.
Oh, that's true. I should have told that story on this podcast. Is this a good time? Are we out of news?
Yeah, we're out of news. We could go on a rant before we end. Go ahead and tell
Let me
the
tell you how my
story.
girlfriend is a hero. All right, Fabian?
Fabian the hero.
She is like the modern Steve Irwin, okay, when it comes to animals invading your home. I don't know if that ever happened with Steve Irwin. But if it was an alligator stuck in my chimney, she would have come home and wrangled it and, you know, humanely, you know, put it back in its natural habitat. So we had a crow. Well, so first of all, there was just a noise in our chimney that we didn't know what the fuck it was. She's like, I don't know. It could be like a fucking rabid raccoon for all we know. We have no idea what it is. She sticks a phone up there, and I have pictures. Maybe I'll send a link. I'm not sure. Gonna do that.
No.
But believe me, there was a crow in my goddamn chimney, and it was pretty scared because there's two cats just sitting outside the like cage thing, whatever the fireplace blocker thing is called. Yeah, they were very interested in either eating it or just presenting it as an offering to us. But yeah, so we thought we were gonna have to. I worked from home. This was 2 Fridays ago, I think, and I thought I was gonna have to call animal control because we couldn't get it out of there. There's like this middle section thing. I always forget what the fuck it's called in the chimney. And we couldn't get up into it. We couldn't safely grab it and, you know, bring it down. So she built a ramp up into that section for it to like hop down and, you know, come down. It did not do that for the entire night. And then finally, she gets up earlier for work than I do, and it's still not out. And then I get up, and then I'm like, what the fuck? Why'd you go to work? I thought you'd take care of this shit. But it had come down in between her going to work at 6 and then me at 9 or whatever. And so I called her, and she's like, I'm going to see if my boss will let me go home. I was like, okay. So she comes home like a valiant hero going, I got this fucking shit. Lock our cats in the bedroom so they don't eat it. And then she took it outside. She brought water and food for it and then put it down, and it immediately just flew away. Yeah. Well, we did. I think we successfully fed it because she put some like overnight. So when it came down, it must have drank and ate a little bit. We had to Google it, but crows can't live for more than like 24 hours without eating. So it was pretty fucking close to dying. And she saved that bird for sure.
I didn't see if he was going to let me go home. I told him I was going home.
Oh, sorry. I got
That's
that
fair.
detail
That's
wrong.
fair, Faye.
Like, I will tank my entire job for this crow.
Oh, poor baby crow. At least you saved him. and stuff. That's pretty awesome, honestly. Fabian, the man of the house.
Absolutely. She's the handyman. She's got it all figured out.
Meanwhile, you just play Dota in your corner. All right. Well, that's it for the podcast. We'll see what happens next week. Maybe there'll be some
2 crows in my chimney.
Yeah, there'll be 2 crows this time. They're coming back. They're trying to get more snacks from Fabian. They'll be like, this bitch fed me. We just got to get stuck in here, okay? It'll be fine. They get the good snacks, and then we can steal all our trinkets. And then I'll keep seeing what's going on with the FTC court case and see how that's rolling along and see where fucking Phil Spencer's going and Jim Ryan's being a sneaky little man.
Jimmy Rye. Yeah.
Jimmy Rye. Don't forget to follow us on Twitch and Twitter at Evil Space Money and The Real Portz, and ignore backlog for the podcast. Also, you can find us on YouTube if you want to watch these too on YouTube or on Spotify since we're doing these live. Normally these are on Sunday, but my internet was dead for almost 12 hours. It was a nightmare.
Dead interwebs.
Yeah. Somebody hit a pole. I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I saw it like down the road.
Are there any poles left in the Midwest?
Dude, I don't know anymore. It's so fucking stupid. All right, say goodnight to the podcast.
Good night to the podcast.
Good night to the podcast.